Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 115 on March 28th. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jodie Kelly.
And welcome back, everyone. We're gonna talk about popular culture, all things Star Wars.
Culturally
not all
popular.
things culturally popular, and so forth and such like. And we're also going to plug shamelessly our reaction video to Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is on tomorrow, 10 p.m. UK time, 5 p.m.
Our clocks have changed now, so that's
Yes.
We're all synced in.
Yep.
Interlocked.
So now we're back to being 5 hours apart, because last week we were 4 hours apart. And I get the histories and stuff wrong. So yeah, how's things before we dive into the news? How's life in the fast lane?
Great. I was going to say we've all got a sore head this morning because we were on a wee Zoom pub thing last night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with our friends, but all good.
All good.
Bit of a lazy day today, which was good. Lazy day.
Yeah. You were easy like Sunday morning.
I was actually, yes. The only thing that we lost an hour today.
That's true.
Obviously.
Yeah. Well, you guys did. I didn't.
Yeah.
We've already lost an hour. Can we stop doing this? Is this a thing that we need to do? I mean, really?
The Russians don't do it.
People in Saskatchewan don't do it, and they're farmers. It was supposed to be started for farmers, and they don't do it. So why are we doing it? I don't understand. I mean, surely they have, I don't know, lights on their tractors.
Yeah.
If you're a farmer, please comment below. Why? Because you get an extra hour? Or you lose an hour?
No, because the nights are getting lighter and stuff, and the weather's getting a little. I say the weather's getting better. It's been absolutely rubbish today, but
birds are chirping in the trees.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? You can start to start to do things.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a few projects. We've got a few projects going on with the garden and things like that. So
nice.
Yeah, it's all good.
Nice. Yeah, it is nice hearing the bird song. You wake up in the morning to chirping the birds and stuff. It's nice. There's a bird around here, and I don't know what it is. I'm not a bird watcher, but we call it the googly bird because it makes this kind of like warbling sound. It sounds a bit like googly googly googly. Googly googly
giggity giggity. Is it
giggity 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 goo? It's the quagmire bird. No, we call it the googly bird because it sounds like it's saying googly. And that's when we know spring is here. Oh, really? Because it's on Disney Plus.
Family Guy from season 1 onward. Danny's never seen it, obviously, because it's always been a bit, But now he's starting to kind of get the jokes and things. So it's quite good to watch,
Yeah.
There's always a big belly laugh in Family Guy. And it's so random, isn't it? It's just so random the way it jumps about. The humour is just right there.
I would give American Dad a try as well.
Oh, really? All right. Well, they're all there, aren't they?
Yeah, we watch more American Dad than anything else.
The Cleveland show's there.
We're an American Dad family. Is it? Who cares? It's not that good.
So Danny tells me. Is it not?
Yeah. Not that good.
He tells me.
We don't watch The Simpsons. We've watched a couple of episodes of The Simpsons, but it's not something that we sit and watch. It's not funny. It was funny Conan O'Brien writing era, that kind of time, and then after that it's just kind of downhill. They're like in their 700th, 1,000th episode or whatever it is, 1,200th episode, 1,000,000th episode.
So since Disney have acquired it, has there been a new season yet?
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. There's been like 2 seasons or something, I think.
On Disney, exclusively on Disney Plus?
Not on Disney. I don't know if it's on Disney Plus or not, but since they've started it, yeah. Since they bought it, there's been 1 season. I don't know. I'm not that interested in The Simpsons. Like every time I've watched, I've gone like, this isn't as good as Family Guy.
You should have probably said I don't know to begin with.
I should have said that.
To be fair, that's 1 strike. 2 strikes and you're out.
Shall we talk news? that's really loud. I can just imagine people on the interwebs on the podcast going, "That was really loud." Sad news this week. We lost two acting greats. We lost George Segal.
Yeah.
Who, for the life of me, I cannot name a movie that he was in. But we watched a lot of his movies when I was a kid. When we were kids, we watched a lot of his movies.
King of the Seagulls.
King of the Seagulls, yeah. King of the U. And Steven Seagal's dad. There you go, there's a rumour for you.
Not true, folks.
Not true. No. And talking of aquatic things, the actress who played Lucille, as opposed to a loose seal, Jessica Walter, the great Jessica Walter, she died this week as well at aged 80. She's known as playing Evelyn in Play Misty for Me, and the mum in Arrested Development as well. That's like two of her big things. She's also been an Archer and a whole bunch of other things, and she's been fantastic in everything that she's been in. So sad to see her go.
George Segal, right? Okay, I know what you mean. Well, he was in Look Who's Talking, 2012.
Okay.
He was in The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
He was in trying to see something that was probably his most
recognizable
thing.
I seem to remember him in like early 70s romantic comedy type things.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I kind of see him as, like wearing leisure suits with the open collar, the ascot.
That's what? He got his what?
He did what?
He got his what, Colt?
Carry on podcasting.
That's it. Cable Guy, I think he was in.
Oh, he might have been actually. Yeah, he might have been Cable Guy.
I'm not making this up.
Yeah.
To Die For, that was a good film. Remember that film with Nicole Kidman? She was a weather lady.
Oh, do you know what? I don't think I've ever seen that.
She's the relationship with Joaquin Phoenix, a kind of teenage
Joaquin Phoenix.
You'd like it, and it's a bit kind of you'd like it.
Why would I like it? Is there dragons in it?
I don't know. If I say yes, would you watch it?
No.
No, then there's none.
Okay. I vaguely remember that one about the dragons.
Yeah, that was quite a good film.
Dragons. I remember the weather.
There's no dragons in it.
No, there's no dragons in it. No.
Sad news.
Also sad news for you, because you've been carrying the flag for this. Sebastian Stan has said unequivocally, unless Mark Hamill comes down and says, dude, you need to play Luke Skywalker, he is never, ever, can we please put this to rest, ever going to play Luke Skywalker.
Now, when he was asked, right, he said unless Mark Hamill invites me to share the role with him, then no. And Mark Hamill has actually endorsed it. So
he has no power.
I don't believe anything anybody says in these things until there's the big announcement.
He has not read the sacred texts.
No, I know he's got no power, but he didn't say no, did he?
Like the way I look at it is, in 2020, we were promised a Friends reunion, and we covered it extensively as a joke on this very podcast. Every week it was like, oh, it's getting put off. Oh, it's not going to happen. Yes, it is going to happen. Till eventually, I think
you're exaggerating by saying extensively, but anyway.
We did. No, we covered it. Go back and listen to the podcast in 2020. We spoke about it a lot. So much so, in fact, that 2020 threw us a curveball and gave us a global pandemic to quash all rumors of a Friends reunion.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to be the same thing as well. It's the whole show me a sign, anything, and then the guy gets struck by lightning. Anything, any sign you want, that kind of thing.
Maybe the sign was George Segal dying.
George Lucas,
Segal.
Star Wars, Lucasfilm. Oh, that must be it then. Okay. No.
Maybe. Just saying.
No.
No.
I've never really agreed with this, and I've never really seen him as like looking like Mark Hamill
Really?
either. I've never. No. He's Sebastian
See when I'm
Stan.
watching. Yeah, I know he is, but see when I'm watching him in
He's his
Falcon
own
and Winter
man.
Soldier, every scene I'm like,
Really?
he is the man.
No.
Yeah,
I don't.
he
I
could
really
do
don't
this.
see it.
Really?
I really do not see it. I don't see it at all.
Not a single bit.
Not even a teeny tiny bit, because there's a deep fake version of it where they've taken
Yeah.
Sebastian Stan's picture and they've like
That's right.
photoshopped him on it, and it's just Sebastian Stan with like a Mark Hamill wig. It's like I could look like that. I don't know, obviously, but you know what I mean. It just I don't know. It just seems it's too far fetched.
I don't know how it would happen.
I mean, they did get Armitage Shanks to play Solo, so
yeah. Have you seen the deep fake stuff for that? Of
No.
They put Harrison Ford's face on Armitage Shanks' face.
No, I've not seen that. No, is it good?
Yeah, yeah, really good. I want to do that deep fake stuff.
You want to do that deep fake stuff? You need a better computer,
man. No, I think I can do it in the computer I've got.
Okay.
I've got a gaming computer.
Yeah.
I know the rendering will take quite a bit.
A fair bit of time, yeah.
Yeah, I want to try and do some of that.
I know you can do it a bit on the cheap, but
we could do videos of you and I and famous scenes. You know, like we 12-second scene of. Oh Christ! Of course.
Of course. With this face.
But, you know, we Pulp Fiction scene.
That's right. Yeah, it could be the Wolf, Mr.
Or
Wolf.
Reservoir Dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool.
Warner Brothers, in an attempt to shut down this podcast, the other brothers. We should call them the other brothers, kind of like the other mother in Coraline. The other brothers. We should call them that.
The other brothers from a mother.
Yeah.
Other mother.
Yeah. So Wacko, Yakko, and Dot. It's not Dot's fault. It's the Warner Brothers. Wacko and Yakko, they've released a new trailer for Suicide Squad, which of course we can't show you, because if we do show you, we end up getting a copyright strike against us, unlike any other. How does Screen Rant and New Rockstars manage this?
I know.
Where they show wholesale things. And people say this whole thing about fair use and everything like that. I'm gonna try an experiment just now. What I'm gonna do is I'm not going to.
I think you're too old for that.
I'm not going to share I'm not going to share the video, but I'm going to share stills from the video and see if we still get a copyright strike. And if we do, I'm going to contact Warner Brothers and I'm going to write a letter demanding them.
Letter. Let me know how well that goes.
Dear sir or madam, I wish to lodge a complaint. Why is it that we always get these copyright strikes
against us?
And no one else does?
Yeah.
So I'm going to share this.
Singled out.
We have been singled out. So I don't know.
Right.
So anyway, we'll probably get copyright strike for just showing the logo. This is one of the static images.
So this is James Gunn's version of Suicide Squad.
Yes.
And he's flipped it a little by calling it the Suicide Squad. You know.
It's called It's not a sequel, but it's also not a reboot as well.
No.
So it's got slightly new characters in it. Yeah. So what's his face? The RoboCop, the guy from Altered Carbon, he's back in it. John Cena, the guy with as Idris Elba calls him, the toilet lid in his head. Yeah. He's the peacemaker or the pacifier or something. I can't remember what he's called.
I think he's good actually. John Cena in films. I've seen him quite a lot. He's good, especially comedy stuff. He's good. Well,
we'll see how he is in Fast and Furious 9. So it starts off they're out to rescue Harley Quinn, and she turns up outside the building, and she goes like, "Oh, you're going to rescue me?" And she's rescued herself because she's Harley Quinn.
Yeah, she's like, "Do you want me to go back in?"
So she's got a tattoo there that says "property of," and it used to say the Joker, and now it says no one.
No.
Which is interesting. And then there's various other stills in here that we'll probably get shouted at. That's Nathan Fillion. And he's drinking Mr. Pibb, or Pibb XL, actually, I think it is, which is like a kind of Dr. Pepper, Coke's version of Dr. Pepper, if all y'all want a reference. And apparently his character, the limbs come off him and he can like reassemble himself.
All right, cool.
So, and then we've got Sly Stone.
I like that.
Is playing the Shark Boy, or
Sly Stallone, not Sly Stone.
No, Sly Stone's someone else. And he's playing this
that character's
Shark guy.
cool, man.
Yeah, and you're going hand. That was funny.
That is funny.
And he rips a guy in half. Sorry about the gory images.
Yeah.
It's really, really brutal, that bit. Anyway, that's the Shark guy. And then we've got this Jotunheim Tower thing here. And then there's a big starfish. Oh, and see the polka dot guy? He's really good in everything that he's in. I'm not sure what he is. And this guy as well. This guy here is the mocap of the Shark guy.
I think the polka dot guy is in, even in the Batman Lego movie, and they show all the kind of villains that Batman's fought. I'm sure the polka dot guy is in that.
Is he?
You'll all be screaming, saying, DC fans will be screaming, going, "It's such and such," but I don't know who it is. But I'm sure he's in that bit.
This was a funny scene as well, where they're going like, "If you think about doing this, you die." She goes, "And if you cough people, you die." That's the Doctor there, Peter Capaldi.
Oh, so it is. Yeah, he's got mad, crazy kind of stuff stuck in his hair.
Batteries things stuck in his head.
Yeah,
it kind of looks a bit like this. Look at this. Look at that. There you go. Looks a bit like that.
That's right.
Weird Dalek-y thing sticking out.
The things you go through, the things you do not to get a copyright strike.
I know. Anyway, so that's so there you go. That's the Suicide Squad trailer. Check it out on YouTube. I'm sure it'll be on 50 other channels that don't get copyright strikes against them.
Yeah, whatever. It looks good, man. And I'm confident there will be, because it's in James Gunn's lovely creative hands.
Yes. Yeah. And if you want to see a picture of Doctor Who with his batteries in his head, then just 1 second. There you go. There's a picture of Doctor Who with all the batteries stuck to his head.
Yes. Yep. So
that's him there.
Yeah. I think that Shark character's going to be funny.
I think he's going to be hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah. Really looking forward to that.
Also, there's a Weasel. Is it this one? I've got to be careful because some of these are not actually. Yeah, some of these are those ones. Where's the other one? Is it this one? No.
But did you actually take these stills up that you're flicking through the trailer?
No, I grabbed some stills. Yeah, the Weasel here. The Weasel here is played by James Gunn's brother, the guy that does the mocap for Onset Rocket. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like the fact that his eyes are like two different directions.
Yeah.
So anyway,
it's gonna be funny.
Yeah. Yours and my favorite, Pete Davidson, is in this as well. King of Staten Island.
I've not seen that film.
No. Okay.
Have you? You seen that?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard a lot about that film. Right enough.
It's supposed to be good. Him and Bill Burr are mates. They met in the comedy circuit.
Right.
He's in it as well, right. Bill Burr.
I need to see that. I need to see that movie. I've heard so much about it. I need to see it.
Yeah.
I think it's a sort of it's a thing that director guy does all the comedy stuff.
Judd Apatow.
Oh, yes, that's him. Yeah.
So there's a couple of stories here, game related, but we'll get to that just in a second. We do want to go into a little bit more rumor alert. So we talked about Sebastian Stan, and he's not Gossip Girl. There's also been rumors flying around that Brie Larson has been pegged for being in this this new Jedi thing.
It's like, we don't really know what it is. Don't know if it's a rumor or if it's true or not. But we've sort of read this thing about her being in this a sort of Star Wars, another Star Wars offshoot. Don't know if it'll be a trilogy. Don't know if it's related to Rian Johnson's thing. Supposedly she's playing a Jedi that's more powerful than Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker put together.
It said it was in a different era, which makes me think it's the Acolyte one, which is set in the High Republic.
It sounds to me like it sounds to me like that.
I think it's. Sorry,
I'm worried that that's what Rian Johnson's thing's going to be.
I think is his Harry Potter thing not supposed to be set in the current franchise?
So it is. His is a Harry Potter children's broom kid thing. Yeah. Oh my God. That'll never get made, by the way. Never.
Oh,
it'll never get made.
It will.
It won't.
It will.
No.
I'll tell you something. It'll get made before. It will get made before Sebastian Stan becomes Luke Skywalker. That's for sure.
I don't know. I don't think it's worth the grief from Rian Johnson's point of view, though. You know, I think the fans will not go to see it, and I think that he'll just get more and more hate tweets. And it's just, nobody wins.
I think though that it's not
going to happen.
It's not for Harry. I've made no bones about it. I'm not a fan of fantasy stuff. I understand people like Harry Potter and stuff.
You're not a fan of fantasy stuff?
No.
When you say that, though, you mean as in dragons and
yes, as in dragons,
things like that. You don't mean You don't mean.
I don't mean science fiction
and things.
Fantasy. No,
you mean wizards and dragons.
Yeah.
That's what you mean.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And I know what people will say. They're going it's just analogous to technology, and I'm going, yeah, I get that. That's fine. Okay, well done. But I'm still. That's not. I don't like all that stuff because they tend to speak with the, "'tis I, and this is my axe," and all that kind of Shakespeare nonsense. Faux Shakespeare nonsense, I should say, not actual Shakespeare, which is very good, and I don't want to put anyone down about liking Shakespeare. But yeah, and I hope they don't go into the. I hope they don't go Game of Thronesy with this Acolyte one, which I've got a funny feeling they might do that because Game of Thrones worked.
A bit adult, a bit.
A bit. I don't know. My worry is that they might do a Game of Thrones and ruin it for other reasons. It's like not everybody likes spaghetti westerns or samurai movies, but when you smush them together and give them a couple of blasters and send them in a spaceship, it becomes the Mandalorian. And so taking a genre like that and then doing that with it works. Taking a genre taking something like Star Wars and making a Game of Thrones about it, not so much. I'm not interested in it. Let me put it that way. I'm not.
Arguably, you could say that the prequels were kind of that kind of thing because it was like political and it was had a bit of action in it and obviously the fantasy aspect, but it wasn't really particularly well done. But I would quite like to see it. I'm not dissing the prequels because there are really good, there's some really good bits in the prequels, but overall.
Hello there.
Overall, not great, but yeah, I think a well done version of that would be really good. That was actually had a plan from start to finish would be good.
See,
I know you're maybe not into that, but
no,
and it might be quite good.
And that's fine. I just want to. Just because somebody comes up and says, "Hey, let's do a Game of Thrones version of Star Wars," that's not for me. But I've got the Mandalorian, so I don't care. It's like it's like I can go back and the same thing with the Book of Boba Fett. The Book of Boba Fett, I've got a funny feeling it's just going to be a very long version, like a 6-episode movie type thing of
The
Mandalorian. It's an offshoot from it, so it's going to be similar to that.
Yeah, similar.
And
it's good to
and that's good for me.
Investigate. It's good to investigate in different genres, though. The Star Wars.
It's the same thing as like Below Decks, the Star Wars cartoon thing. Star Trek. Sorry. I'm not about it. It's not really something I'm that interested in. I've heard it's good, but I'm like, I don't really want to see a cartoon with Star Trek in it. I'd rather see decent sci-fi with Star Trek in it. Orville. But we're not really getting that these days because it's all about pew pew lasers, Kelvin universe, and I don't like the Kelvin universe. I'm not a fan of it. But it's fine because I still have the original series. I still have the Next Generation. I can go and watch those ones.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? So, you've got different versions, and not everything's going to click with everybody. But
yeah,
and it click with you. You never know.
I don't
to do that.
People should like lose their crap over like I don't. We keep rehashing this whole thing here, but I don't like the sequel movies, but they're not for me. They're for someone else, and I appreciate that. It's nice to see Star Wars on the big screen again, but it's not for me, those movies. Anyway, so getting back to Brie Larson, I can't see this happening because she's Captain Marvel. That's the reason why I can't see it happening. But then again, Samuel L. Jackson was Mace Windu.
Chris Evans was Johnny
Storm
or whatever.
Johnny Come Lately. He was Johnny Come Lately, and then he wasn't, but not at the same time though.
No, but they're still Marvel movies,
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's possible.
It's definitely possible.
Yeah, and to be honest, if she's doing this, maybe that'll keep her out of being Captain Marvel.
But there's a rumor, and there's so many Star Wars kind of things getting worked on just now. I mean, you've got your oh god, what do you call the guy, the New Zealand director?
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi doing his take in Star Wars, which is going to be. I can't wait. I really can't wait for it. It's going to be a bit comedic, I think, and a bit kind of comic booky. I think more so than anything else. So
I think there's a little bit of a hint of it with the troopers.
Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah. All that kind of little bit dark humor. Can't wait for that. Really can't. But maybe that's what she's going to be in. You don't know.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. So Benedict Cumberbatch, he's not able to show his face.
I saw that actually on Twitter.
Yeah. So let me just bring this up.
Because he's got his manscaping on his face.
Yeah.
He's Doctor Strange manscaping.
So
can you show this?
I'm trying to. It won't.
Was he sneaking about the back of when they were having a meeting or something?
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can play this.
Not being funny, but why can't he show? We all know what he looks like. He's been Doctor Strange for quite some time. So what's the big deal?
Let me know if you can hear this.
By the way, you're looking at the ceiling because I can't show you my face because I'm filming Doctor Strange and it's all embargoed. Anyway, just to explain why you're looking at a very attractive ceiling in the trailer.
Why? Don't know what he looks like.
I don't know.
It's not as if he's like the brand new, to be revealed Doctor Strange. I don't get it.
But maybe he's got the beard off.
I don't get it.
No.
Oh, we must have missed that meeting.
We miss a lot of meetings, to be honest.
We do. We're not invited to them. That's probably why.
That's true. Yeah. So there's this thing called the Razer Kishi. Doesn't sound right.
Would you call me?
That's exactly. Universal Gaming Controller. Checking your browser before accessing Razer.com.
One more reason to buy an Xbox. What is it? An Xbox? What are we up to? What's the latest?
It's Series S and
Xbox.
Series X.
Series S and Series X.
Yeah.
One more reason to buy one, I would say. This is a thing for any mobile phone.
You have to specify the phone. So you've got Android, so it looks like that one.
You? So there's different ones to fit different.
Android, Xbox.
Types?
I don't know what the difference is, and then there's iPhone.
Hey, okay.
And
so
what you do is,
and you can hook that, snap it over your phone, and you can play your Xbox games in a different room. And can you play them further away than that? I'm not sure.
I'll tell you something. You can, if you have the Xbox phone app, you can play certain Xbox games on your phone.
Yeah.
So, but you need the Game Pass. You need the Game Pass,
which most folk would have.
So yeah, this is basically Xbox getting a.
It's endorsed by Xbox as well.
Yeah, but it's Xbox getting a handheld for free, basically.
Yeah. Although to be fair, that controller is $79, I think.
It is
it's not cheap.
$200 Canadian.
Really?
Yeah, it's there.
All right. It's 70. I think it's 75 pounds.
Also available at Best Buy and blah blah blah.
What's it called again?
Oh no, it says. Oh wait, no, sorry. It's $130. So yeah, that'd be about 70 quid. Sorry, it's got an add-in which is the Razer Opus Midnight Blue. Oh right, okay, I see. It's headphones. Sorry. Yeah, it's $130. Which is not bad. I mean, a controller is what, $75 anyway. So you're paying another $50 to get that.
And you're effectively getting a mobile device for your Xbox.
Yeah.
I just think it's another reason to get one.
What?
And okay, PlayStation 5's maybe faster, graphics are not that noticeably better. But you want some sort of innovation in your consoles. You don't want to, and I know they're kind of copying the Switch model, but with this thing, but at least they're kind of moving in a different direction.
Yeah. And to be honest, I mean, it's got touchscreen as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it looks fairly compact as well, so you can sling that in your bag.
You can completely.
I mean, I think for people who commute, I think it's a bit of a no-brainer.
I think it's a great option if you get, and I think it's yet another reason to get an Xbox Series S or Series X.
Series X. I mean, the Series S is the digital one, and Series X is the sort of main powered one.
Yeah. I would probably buy the digital, I think.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, that and the Game Pass alone. Like, when you look at Xbox Game Pass. Game Pass.
Exactly.
So, let me just share this. Share screen. Yeah, so when you look at the thing here, so it's got all plans. So Ultimate is access to all this kind of stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Play games on your Android mobile phone and tablet from the cloud.
There you go.
So it's currently in beta, but there you go.
That's what you want.
But that's $17 a month. If you want it for your PC, it's only $12. But there's a whole big library of games with this as well.
Yeah.
Where are we? Game Pass. 100 plus quality games. We go blah 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 blah.
So wait a minute here, right? Wait a minute. I need to ask you something then. Jay has an Xbox, and he obviously has the Xbox thing there that you're looking at, and he's logged into it on my computer. Does that mean I've got access to games for free?
As long as he's logged in, yeah, I guess. I mean, whatever one. But does he have Game Pass though, or does he just have Xbox? I don't know if there's like a Xbox Gold membership still, because it mentioned Gold was separate.
Don't know.
So I think it might be separate. Yeah, Gold Xbox Live is Gold is included. But yeah, that also includes EA Play, a library of top Electronic Arts titles and PC, exclusive rewards and member-only content.
Can you sign up to Game Pass if you don't have an Xbox and
Yeah,
play them
if you
on
got
PC?
PC, yeah,
Might do that. It's got that bloody Star Wars game on it. The last one, the Rogue Squadron thing.
Oh, does it?
I just saw it. See if you go back. I've got that for the PlayStation, but the graphics aren't.
Something for everyone. Explore the library. Recently added.
I played it on PlayStation VR, and obviously we've got the Oculus now, and it's so clear. I'd love to play it, see what it's like in the Oculus. Game Pass.
Yeah, there you go. Star Wars Squadrons.
Aye.
Available on PC and console.
I could play that on the old.
The old PC.
So what's that? How much is that then? $11.99 a month or something?
It's $11.99 Canadian a month. So I don't know what that is. See all plans.
Game Pass. Right, I'm going to look into that and I'll get back to you next week, folks.
Yeah, $12 a month.
Yeah, I'm going to look into that. Definitely, that's well worth it. Okay, excellent.
So, I think that's us for the news.
Yeah.
Moving on swiftly to the next segment. What you watching?
Well, Friday was a bit of a washout because we watched 2 crap movies.
Oh, well, did you watch Triple X and the G.I. Joe movies as well?
No. Oh. No, I watched, I say crap, but bits that were good. Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials.
Oh, aye, yeah. I've not seen that. Is that the third one?
Second one.
Oh, is that the one with Eddie Izzard?
No.
Is it the one where they escape?
Uh-huh.
And then they go like, and then they get to like a big canyon thing, and they're like, we should probably just go back.
I was falling asleep in bits of it. There's a kind of zombies bit.
Okay.
There's buildings that are like totally,
dilapidate,
totally destroyed and all that.
Uh-huh. I think that's like the first 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they end up in this like, welcome to the Thunderdome type place.
The guy from the actor from Saving Private Ryan, the sniper guy, Saving Private Ryan, who looks a wee bit like Johnny Depp back in the day. Anyway, he's the kind of guy. Anyway,
Giovanni Ribisi.
I don't know. It was thingy's in it. Which our pal from Juan Carlos Esposito.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Esposito, yeah. Mm-hmm. He's in it.
I've met him.
Which was good. You have met him.
He's a very nice man.
Your daughter's had a photograph taken with him.
Yes, yeah. He's lovely.
Yeah. And he's always good. He's always good. So it was nice to see him in it. I thought, oh, that's nice to see you. To see you nice. But otherwise, it was okay, but not great. And then I watched a thing called it was a Norwegian. I watched this Norwegian thing, but this time I was on my own. And it was when I describe this, it will sound really good. Basically, these 2 guys that are going to clean up kind of murder scenes and stuff, and they go to this place and they find this sort of hidden door, and they go in, and there's all this kind of electronic equipment stuff like that about. and there's a bath filled with kind of milky water and
Milky.
with wires in it. Milky. And they're like, what's this? And it's this naked lady springs out of it, kind of over the rim of the bath. And they're like, oh, hello. One of the guys doesn't even react, right? And the other one's like, what? One doesn't react at all, as if this is perfectly normal. And then after that, I was completely confused. And the nudity is like, I can't even say that's worth watching, because it's like Austin Power nudity, where, well, my edge, I'll take what I can get. It's like Austin Power nudity where, she's like, pouring a jug.
Oh, yeah.
So you see the jugs, but you don't see the jugs. Anyway.
Okay.
So I can't even recommend it for that. And it was only an hour and a quarter long, but it was bloody hell. Mm-hmm. It was called Thale, I think it was called.
Thale?
Aye. As in,
was it a Thale on?
He's got a lisp. Yeah.
Look it up. Thale, 2012 movie. Supernatural Norwegian thing.
That's the one.
Crime scene cleanup. CLG.
And then there's all these there's these bad CGI skinny nudie women with tails running through the woods as well.
Okay.
To be honest with you, it ticked all my butt. When I read it, I thought Norwegian, tick. Sci-fi, tick.
Thale is the name of the woman in the bath, apparently.
Nudity, tick.
Mm-hmm. A female humanoid creature with cow's tail that appears to be incapable of human speech, hidden in a basement, playing a tape left behind by her captor. They learn of her life of captivity and since she's been subject to medical experimentation. Okay.
Mm.
Oh, okay. And then it gets into Scandinavian folklore.
I don't know what was going on. I didn't get it.
Did
it? We started trying to watch that Irregulars, the Netflix new thing, the Sherlock Holmes thing.
Yep, watched that.
But it was. Oh, you watched it?
Yep.
We watched a bit of the first episode, but I was getting a bit kind of. Been watching too many things that you need to really. No, it's a real deep thinker or anything like that, but I was just in the mood for just watching something crap. So we ended up watching something crap instead.
You should have watched Triple X.
Probably. Yeah. I just wanted Brain in the Jar Saturday evening stuff,
Or Fast and Furious as well. You could have watched that.
Yeah. That's about it.
Well, I watched The Irregulars. I thought it was okay. Anne-Marie's all in on it because it's like a police procedural type thing. It's similar to what was it called? Holmes and Houdini or something, or Doyle and Houdini or something. I can't remember what it's called. But it was the guy from, the English fella from Episodes. Stephen something or other.
Yeah.
Stephen begins with M.
Mulligan.
That guy, yeah. He played Arthur Conan Doyle, and then there was an American guy who played Houdini, and it was Doyle and Houdini. It was like a Canadian ITV co-production. It's kind of similar to that. It's very stylistic, but it's got the bare knuckle boxing check.
Yeah.
Weirdly CGI'd London check. It's like somebody's just going through. What's all the stuff do we know about Sherlock Holmes? It's one of those.
Racially diverse casting check.
And so it's got
historical
all these inaccuracy check.
Inaccuracy side.
Anachronisms check. People sitting using iPads and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's one of those ones where it's like, I'm going to describe to you through a keyhole what Sherlock Holmes, the books, were all about. And so that's we end up with the Irregulars. We'll probably keep watching it to the end and it's a supernatural thing as well because the Victorians were mad on supernatural apparently, despite the fact it was probably actually the Edwardians and they were just projecting.
Yeah.
We watched the one. Well, we watched the Royal. We watched the one. Is okay. It's 8 episodes. Should have been 6.
What's the one again? Oh, the one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one with the one. So basically, this woman finds this formula for finding a perfect match. The one. And the cast are great, but it's, I don't know, it just, there was you found out about what happened in episode 3, and it's like, well, there's like another 4 episodes of this. How are they going to eke this out? And it just kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going. And the ending was okay, but it wasn't particularly satisfactory. Unlike Superstore, we watched the finale of Superstore, which was really satisfying. It was like 6 years, and then it culminated in this one nice episode. They tied everything up in a nice little bow and went, there you go, there's your 6 seasons. Now, off. It was good. I liked it. And clearly you didn't do your homework this week, or you missed out Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, no, I did. I watched that, sorry.
There you go. We should talk about that.
Yeah, I watched that. And yeah, it gave me what I wanted, which was the buddy cop thing. Did you see? Did you watch the Red Letter Media thing talking about it? And they were saying that they reckon it's like the Lethal Weapon of Marvel.
I didn't see that. That would be quite that. That sounds very similar to what my feelings are on it.
Aye.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was a better episode than the first one. I like the whole John Walker thing. I was reading up about him. So apparently John Walker he is Captain America in the comic books, but he's like an edgier version of Captain America. And in the comic books, he gets his mind wiped, and he becomes U.S. agent. Which is the same uniform that this new John Walker Captain America is wearing, and they give him a new name, Jack Daniels. So he's gone from two whiskey names, Johnny Walker to Jack Daniel.
Yeah, I have to say, I really like that edge that they've put to it, that they brought him in, and Bucky's like totally, you should have taken the shield. Why didn't you take the shield? Now this jackass has got it. I like that edge to it, And we were watching it and thinking, how can he be Captain America if he's not got any powers or nothing? He's just getting his ass kicked at every fight. But it seems as if he knows what he's doing,
doesn't he?
Well, I suppose he did, didn't he? He did actually. Spoilers.
Yeah,
he did. I suppose at the end of the fight, he booted off that truck, but still, he gave a good showing.
Did,
I like that. I like that addition. I think that's going to be a real good kind of dichotomy. Is it?
Yeah. Yes. Conflict. That's where conflict is, but that's where the drama is. That's where the story is you get story and conflict.
Aye.
I liked when they went to Maryland and they went to Isaiah Barkley, his house. Because he in the comic books again, he was Black Captain America for a while, and it kind of there's a reference that
well, it's good, isn't it? It's a kind of nod to the racial tension, the fact that they picked the white guy instead of the black guy, to be the Captain America figure.
Yeah.
Or that type, that kind of super soldier sort of thing.
Yeah. But apparently there was a the Tuskegee Airmen that became the subject of Red Tails, the George Lucas.
Yeah.
So there's another reason why Tuskegee's famous, and it's to do with a syphilis study, and it was supposed to last for 6 months, but they kept injecting black. I think it was just majority black men, but it might have been black women as well with syphilis to see how they would react to it. And so there's a little parallel in it. This is what they do in the comic book. Is there's a parallel between that and the Black Captain America, because basically it was they never stopped experimenting the super soldier thing, because that's where Hulk and Abomination comes from. So they were like, well, let's get human trials in it, and they're like, let's get black people. And so it's all about the racism, the systemic racism is like, well, these people are expendable. Let's get them in. We can test it on them, and if it doesn't work, then we just shut the program down, or we throw them in jail and lock away the key.
Yeah.
So
no, it's good. I mean, I knew it would touch on those things, and it's really subtle as well, the way they're doing it. It's really good. I really like it.
Yeah, I like it. So it's starting to get a bit
those issues.
Yeah, and it's good. There's these two groups as well: the Power Broker and the Flag Smashers, and it feels like they're either being played against each other, or there's another thing at work.
There definitely is, and we don't know it yet.
Yeah,
100%.
But we haven't seen Daniel Brun's character yet. Not Zoloff or whatever it is. But I was watching Eric Voss on New Rockstars, and he was saying that I'm calling it now. Is it Zolta? The mad scientist guy that was with the Red Skull.
All right, okay. Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be this series' Mephisto.
Christ, we don't see it.
Yeah,
as in he's not going to turn up.
Yeah. So I watched a couple of movies this week. I watched Get Out, which I've never seen before. Jordan Peele's directorial debut, I believe.
I think it was
from Blumhouse. It's a great wee movie. I think it
certainly is. Yeah.
It's not badly paced. I don't want to say that, but again, I think some of these movies you can sort of trim a little bit of the fat in there. Sometimes it didn't get to there quickly enough, like the whole Stephen Root conversation that he has beside the bandstand. That took ages getting to that point, and by that point I'd figured it out. So I don't know.
Where was that? Where was that on?
Prime, I think. I'm not sure.
Oh, really?
I can't remember where it was. Oh no, Sam had downloaded it. She got it from Apple TV. She bought it ages ago from Apple TV.
All right. That's a great film.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. We watched Shazam. So I am slowly working my way through the DC movies. I'm not saying no to watching them. But I have to say that Shazam for me was probably the most enjoyable DC movie that I've seen.
Oh yeah, it's brilliant.
And I'm not including the Joker.
It's definitely one of the best. I think probably Joker's up there. I would say Batman versus Superman's up there for me as well, and Shazam's up there, number 3 probably. Yeah,
Shazam's it's a good origin story. Mark Strong is great as the baddie. What's his name? Levi. What's his first name? I always forget that guy's first name. He was like in Zack 2.0 or whatever it was called. Not Zack 2.0. He played like a superhero in something else. I can't remember. I'm getting him all wrong. Anyway, he's good as well as the adult Shazam. The adult Shazam,
yeah, he's brilliant. He's brilliant. The two kids are brilliant as
really
well.
Good as well. Yeah,
they're fantastic.
They're really good as well. Freddie and Billy. They were really good.
Brilliant. Great film.
Yeah, the two bullies as well.
I took Danny to see that in the pictures actually, and we didn't really know what to expect because I saw the trailers and I was like, oh well, okay, we'll go and see it. And I was so impressed. I thought it's such a good film. Yeah, such a good film. It's great.
And then
good movies, Sloan. Yeah. I'm impressed.
Just one more, sir. I watched Seaspiracy. So this is from the company that brought us Cowspiracy, which I haven't seen yet, but I'm starting to watch it. I also started watching the college admission scandal. I didn't want to watch it. I'll get to that in just a second. But anyway, I watched this Seaspiracy thing. Don't eat fish, man. Just don't eat them. Stop eating fish right now. Don't. don't eat fish. Fish are not good for you.
Well, do you know,
Fish are
we watched
friends,
that.
not food.
We watched that Black Water. You know, the one with Mark Ruffalo in it.
Blackfish. Oh, Black Water.
No, Black Water with Mark
No,
Ruffalo
no.
in it, and it's like he's like it's not a documentary, it's a drama,
Mhm.
and it's all about
Dramedy.
Teflon
Oh, aye.
and how those little bits of flecks of Teflon are in
Yeah,
the
microplastics.
whole world. Aye, they're in the whole world's
Yeah.
supply of water now, and they're causing cancer. And they're causing it. Don't watch it.
Yeah, because what happens
Watch
is the fish eats the microplastics. So basically, at the end of the documentary, so
Is it linked to that?
I'll get to that in just a sec. So one of the things that that has annoyed me ever since I saw this thing was, look at the little turtle with a little straw up its nose. It's a little shame, little turtle. Now we can't use reusable straws. Okay, fine. Don't use reusable straws. Use reusable straws. Whatever the argument is. My thing was, it's one turtle and one straw. How bad is this? So I was doing semi investigations on the interwebs, and I couldn't find anything because it was all full of this like hashtag plastic straws. Like you couldn't see anything from it. So I'm watching this documentary months later. I'm watching this documentary. Plastic straws make up 0.0025% of all the plastics in the ocean.
Right.
That much.
Yeah.
Fishing nets, on the other hand, make up this much of plastic in the ocean.
Yeah,
and so all the crap, all the fishing lures, all that kind of stuff, all of that, just don't eat fish. Just don't eat fish. If you want us to survive.
The fish supper last night.
Jody, come on, man. You're part of the problem here. Don't eat fish.
Okay.
Just saying. And not only that, all this stuff about, fish give you essential oils and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff, omega-3 and all that kind of stuff. The reason why they have that is because they eat the plankton and all the krill and all that kind of stuff, the little tiny things, and that's the stuff that contains the omega-3s and everything. You're basically eating the middleman. So what you should do is...
be eating plankton.
You should all be eating plankton. That's which is what I'm doing after this. I'm going to have a nice wee plankton soup.
That's a top tip. If we can take away something from this podcast today, is eat more plankton.
Don't eat farmed salmon either.
Oh God!
Don't even look at that bit where they do the farmed salmon, but it is disgusting.
I had that 2 weeks
Do you like
ago
salmon?
For Mother's Day.
What?
Day. I made that for Evelyn for Mother's Day.
What, farmed salmon?
Egg and salmon. I don't know. It's farmed. I don't know if it's farmed or not.
Oh, Jody. Do you know they order the colour of the salmon?
No.
Because the colour of the salmon is determined by the fish food that they buy.
Oh.
Which is made from fish. So what they do is they get fish from the ocean, pulp it, put it into dry feed, and then feed that to the farmed salmon. So you're not sustaining anything. It's all just a big lie. Anyway, don't eat fish. Or apparently cows, given this conspiracy theory. Anyway, so I started watching the college admission scandal thing, and I've been putting it off because I'm like, who cares? It's just rich celebrities. It's really well done. It's, first of all, the music is great. It's Atticus Ross that does the music of Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, Nine Inch Nails fame. He does the music for it, and it's fantastic. Matthew Modine plays the Mark Singer character that's floating around, and it's kind of like a dramedy. So they've got like reenactment of phone calls that go on, but it's all acted out by Matthew Modine and the rest of the cast. It's really good. Nice. It's really good, and that's on Netflix as well.
Cool.
And that's it. That's us.
Yeah.
So we're now at 59 minutes and 52 seconds. So we get 8 minutes to sign off. If we're going to try and keep from under the hour. So if you like this, don't forget to smash the like button. and share with your friends. And if you got this far, you might as well hit the old subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll get timely reminders of when we put up a new video. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else that we need to say. Do you anything else you want to add?
Nothing at all apart from thanks, guys.
Thank you very much for watching.
Listening. Thanks for watching.
And we'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to watch our reaction video tomorrow for Winter Soldier Part 2 with James. That's on at 10 p.m. UK time and 5 p.m. Eastern time. See you then. Bye.
Cheers.